YouTube. Y'all be liking people to clap. YouTube. I'm clapping for y'all. 3,000 subscribers. I am so thankful. We're going to have to mix this thing up. I'm so thankful. I'm Pamela Denise, and I need for you all to know that I am really, really appreciative for 3,000 subscribers. I had to come on here and go live and say thank you for real, because in November of last year, November 23, I had 232 subscribers, and I ended up doing a Wisdom Says November 29th, and a couple days later I noticed my subscribers were up by 40, and I said, oh, y'all like wisdom. So one of the things about these platforms that we're on, wake up y'all, wake up and join me. Let me see, what time is this? 8:30 Central Time. One of the things about these platforms is you got to find your way. You got to find your voice. You got to find what you love and that resonates with the people, and do that. So I'm a woman of sound wisdom, and I absolutely love wisdom. I get mine from the book of Proverbs and from the Holy Spirit himself. So when I did that and I realized that y'all loved it, I was with it. I've done it pretty much every day since then. A couple days, like today, Proverbs 30 gets a little tricky. And it's challenging to just put a wisdom out there, right? Unless I read from it. But when I went to bed last night, it was like 2,998 subscribers. I knew when I woke up this morning it was going to be 3,000. So I'm like, I'm not going to do a Wisdom Says. I'm just going to say thank you. And let you know I'm going to switch it up a little bit, because I have tools for transformation. So I'm going to offer you some tools for transformation. On Tuesdays, if I'm on here live, Wednesday, it'll be a word of wisdom. Not really sure. But today, I'm going to tell you, because we are physical, mental, and spiritual beings. A lot of us are out here trying to chase the bag. And I'm going to tell you something. You are the bag. There is nothing that you could ever have, acquire, achieve, or accumulate that is worth more than you. So I'm going to encourage you. Take care of yourself. Take care of your spiritual connection with God. Y'all know I'm spiritual because you subscribe to my channel, and I always talk about wisdom. Most of the people who subscribe to my channel, you do it because of Wisdom Says. I got viewership. Thank you for coming. Y'all speak. I don't know how YouTube lives go because I've only done them a couple times, but thank you for joining me. I'm going to encourage you. Take care of your spiritual connection, because there is a time, and I ain't like the lady of doom, the preacher of doom, but the truth is, we're spiritual. We're spiritual beings. God created us in his image and his likeness, right? He breathed into us his breath, and we became a living being. He knew us before we were formed in our mother's womb, which means that there was something to us before the actual physical. So it's the spiritual connection with God. Take care of that. Then your mental, because if you create a space, on here I've done Wisdom Says, I've done the resets. Last year in January I did a world reset. Last month I did a world reset. Thank you for the life. I did a world reset last week. So y'all know that I'm always trying to encourage you to create a space. I don't like to stay there too much because I don't want to be preachy. But I do got to mention it, because if we're taking care of our physical being, if we're reading books, taking care of our mental being, and we get into the money, we get into the bag, and we're not taking care of our spiritual self, we ain't really doing nothing. So I'm a coach. Whole is the goal. You can't take care of one without taking care of the other, because if you do, well, you can, but you can't do it without being misaligned. So I'm going to just encourage you. I'm going to offer you some tools for transformation. So today, create a space. Create a space for your spiritual connection with God. If you don't know how, go to IamPamelaDenise.com. I got a system that I created for that. If the system is too much, get the book, Create Your Great. Hashtag, you don't get what you want, you get what you create. Take care of your mental health. You can do that by reading. You can do that by listening to podcasts. Hello. Thank you for joining. And your physical being. Like people pay attention to the physical, right? People pay attention to the physical being. I'm 54 years old. I'm in the best shape of my life. But when I tell you, not just because my body's in shape or my body's strong, but because my mind is solid. My mind is strong. Thank you for joining. Y'all, I'm here celebrating because I have 3,000 subscribers. In November, I had 200 132 subscribers. Y'all here because y'all like wisdom, and I love it. So continue to follow me, continue to subscribe. And this is something. So this is new because I'm like, at 3,000 subscribers, we got to do something different. If you have never hit the notification button, hit the notification button. Like, share, and subscribe, because I feel like I'm offering something to the world, and maybe a little bit different. Y'all see I'm a woman of a certain age. I'm 54 years old. But I'm here for this. I started my life all over a couple years ago. And I'm here to help people start theirs over, because what I know is that a lot of people are struggling. This is why I became a coach, because I had a lot of information, I had a lot of tools, I had a lot of strategies. I've been selling real estate for 27 years, and I was good at it. Like real estate was my jam. I got a lot of people in houses, helped them position themselves. A true story. I started selling real estate in 1996. I had just had my son. I had a salon before then. At a salon, I did nails. Don't judge my nails. It's not my thing right now. But at a salon, and I've been self-employed. I was from 20 to 26 years old. I had a salon. I got married when I was 25. I had a son at 26. And I knew that I could not be in the salon all the time making money, because now I got this baby, and if he ever got sick, I need to go to school, then I need to be able to move around, and the salon wouldn't do that because I was cold at it. I had like amazing clientele. That's before other people came in and started taking over that industry. Me and my girls, we were the business back then. And I went to real estate school. I started selling real estate. I sold real estate until last year. It was my last year, because the year before I realized, I found out what it was I was supposed to be doing. I'm going to get into that story a little bit. But my son was my last client. That was a full circle moment. I started when he was born, and I ended with him being my last client. And I sold him like the best property that he could buy for minimum amount down. He bought a 3-unit with a garden apartment. And anybody know anything about real estate, you know that the most doors you can get are 4 with government assistance. And so he got an FHA loan. He got a 4-unit with 3.5% down. It was amazing. So it was the end of a season. It was the end of an era for me. The year before, I knew, because I was married before, and I knew that my life was not what it was supposed to be. I knew that my ex-husband and I, we had a decent relationship, but there was greatness on the inside of me, and I could not shake what was going on inside of me. So once that marriage ended, once it came to an end, I went to God differently. Like the same thing I be telling you to do. Thank you so much, Anthony. I appreciate that. And I said, hey to you, Gun. Speak when you come in. I appreciate it. Once that marriage was over, I knew that I was close. Do you all ever feel like you know that you're supposed to be doing something and you're not necessarily walking in it? You know that there's a little bit more for you? I knew it, and I didn't really know how to get to it. So once that marriage came to an end, I ended up going to God differently. I started asking him consistently, persistently, insistently. Every day I show up and I be like, why am I here? Because tell me this in the chat. Do you believe that you're created for a specific purpose or works? Not just one thing, because one of my mentees, she called me out on that. I'm like, do you believe you were created for a specific purpose? And she said, well, I think that there's several things that we're supposed to be doing. And that is true. There are works that we're supposed to be doing. Hey, Powerpuff Princess. I appreciate you. There are certain things that we're created to do. Like we're not just here to just be here, figuring out, struggling it, enjoying a few pleasures in life. There's purpose for us being here. And I believe that with everything in me, but I also knew that I wasn't living in it. So I said, because the Bible said, ask and you shall receive. So I was like, God, why am I here? It was literally the only question I asked. I would show up every single day and I'd be like, why am I here? What am I supposed to be doing? At that time, I was 52 years old, almost 52 years old, and I didn't have time to waste anymore. I'm like, dang, if I don't figure out now, then I could go through I can go through a cycle of challenges, hitting and missing again. I don't want to hit and miss no more. So I asked, and he showed me. I became a coach and a speaker. And from that, I've created an amazing system. So I'm going to just tell you that you are created for specific works. There are things that there are gifts inside of you, things that you love, things that you are good at, things that could help other people, and that if you take time to spend with God, God will help you figure out how to monetize them. So, if you don't take nothing else from this live, I appreciate y'all showing up for me. But if you don't take nothing else from this live, listen, ask God, why am I here? Because if you ask, you will receive. God is not like playing hide and go seek with you. God is not waiting on you to ask him and then disappear in the sin. You gotta figure it out on your own. That's real talk. There are things that he wants you to do, and if you want to do them, he's gonna let you do them. So thank you so much. Now introducing her to me. What's going on, family? Hey, is that your name? I don't even know what's going on there. What's going on, family? I don't know what that comment is, but thank y'all for joining. I'm here to say thank you for 3,000 subscribers. Literally, that happened in like 4 months, a little bit over 4 months, and I can only imagine where we're going from here. This is the beginning. I'm gonna continue to do Wisdom Says because there's still a whole bunch of proverbs out there that I'm gonna share with the people. Hey, Vaughn on the dog, get money. Good morning, bro. I appreciate you. Like, you be showing mad love on my Wisdom Says. I want you to know I see it, I feel it, I appreciate it. Thank you so much. Now introducing her to me. My name. Well, hey, okay. So that's your name on YouTube. Now introducing her to me. Got you. Hey Wade, it's a pleasure. Thank you for joining my live. If you're not a subscriber, please subscribe and hit the notification button, because with 3,000 subscribers in the past few months, I realized that something is happening. And I'm not here for play, y'all. I'm here to add value to the world and to your life in a real way. Like, whole is the goal. The money gonna come. The money gonna come. I'm gonna say it again. The money gonna come if you align yourself with what God wants you to be doing. And the only way you can do that is you can hear him. That's why I created the system. Because if you can't hear God, and God created you specifically to do some things, what are we doing? Can somebody answer that question for me? If you can't hear God, and God created us specifically to do some things, tell me if I be getting too preachy, because I ain't trying to get preachy. I'm just trying to keep us from wasting our time, because I was over 50 years old when I finally figured it out. I've been in church for years. Didn't even really know how to hear God. I didn't read my Bible. Like, you went to church to get the word, but it's different now, because I showed up and I talked to him. I'm like, hey, if it's some things that I'm supposed to be doing, let me do them. I don't want to waste my time, and I don't want to waste yours and nobody else's. So I'm gonna be here, and I'm gonna do lives again, because I see y'all here for this. Please share my videos. Please like, subscribe, and hit the notification button, because I'm trying to add value to my life, to the world, and to y'all's life. So thank y'all for joining. Let me see. Born on the Duck, get money. Listen to the world's fact. 100. Is the change to God? Not really sure. Give money. Respect to the queen. Respect to you, sir. I'm gonna tell you what's going on in the world. I have no idea, because I don't mess with the world. Like, I'm in this space, but I don't really mess with them, because ain't nothing good out there. That's the truth. It's a lot of pitfalls, and it's lies. Like, what I have learned for sure, because I have had a lot of money and I have had no money. People say I've had a lot and had a little. I've had a lot and I have literally had no money. And what I know that, truthfully speaking, I've had my most joy when I learned how to trust God. Now, don't get me wrong, because God promised abundance. The enemy comes to steal, kill, and destroy. Jesus said that he came that we might have life and that more abundantly. So riches and blessings, they come from God. I didn't know God the way I know God now. So the doors are opening a lot differently, and I'm on a journey. I'm on a journey to leave a legacy of faith, because I want people to know that if you trust God, if you can't trust him if you don't know him. Ain't nobody else in this world you're gonna trust if you don't know him. You meet somebody on the street, you don't know him, you ain't gonna trust them. You may try to get to know them. Once you get to know them and know that they're trustworthy, then you will. Trust God. Figure out what it is that you're supposed to be doing. Do that, and the money gonna come. Until next time, y'all. Thank you so much. Peace.